it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video. It is Craftmas Season 3, Episode 17, and we have a fun one. We're going to be decorating this cake stand, which also serves as a whole lot of other purchases. And I picked this off of Amazon, and I will leave it linked in the description because you could do so many different things with it, and my kitchen is so cluttered and I need to clear out stuff. But if you look at what this does, you can use it as a cake stand. You can use it as like a salad bowl and with vegetables underneath. You can use it as a vegetable tray, chips and dip, nuts. You can kind of use it all over, because if you look, this comes off and then you've got the bottom tray that's divided. So you can use it for small things. You can add the little cup thing in, and then you've got it for dips. And then when you flip it over, you've got a cake stand. Or you can do it like this, and you can use it as a punch bowl. So there's a lot of different uses for it. But I wanted to decorate it because I decorate everything, because you know, that's how I am. So the file is available on my Patreon page for my $10 a month supporters. And this is the vinyls that I am using. So we're using Oracal 651 in glossy black. We're using the polished metal adhesives in teal and cherry. And then we're using the Glitterflex Ultra Pressure Sensitive in the white, rainbow white. See how pretty that is? So those are the colors that we're using. So if you'll give me a minute to change the camera angle, we'll go over how to make this. Okie dokie. So as you can see, I have all of my pieces cut and weeded. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to take the glitter layer off the plastic backing, because this is much easier to work with when you kind of unstick it first. But we're also going to kind of place it by hand, because this stuff is super sticky and it's not bad to work with. It's just a little bit different than what you're used to working with, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and place everything back where it goes. And this is thick enough to work with like this. Some materials are not, if that makes sense. So I'm going to keep the plastic layer there so I can lay it down on there, because part of this is, there we go. There we go. Because the paper backing on the teal layer isn't as tall as it could be. So you kind of see what that looks like. And then we're also going to take the cherry. Okay. Now I'm going to take the paper backing off of my transfer tape. This is the Aura tape application, and this is one of my favorites to work with. Move the cherry out of the way. But it can be a little bit difficult. So I'm going to squeegee that down so I can remove the backing. Okay, and we're going slow so that way we can make sure everything stays in place. But I am having some issue where I have to kind of lift the paper backing off the back. Sometimes if it cuts too deep, it does that. So you just kind of use your pick, or at least that's what I do, to lift it. And typically once it's started, then you're okay. See, even then the icing didn't want to stay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna stick the icing back down. No, that's all we're doing. We're gonna set the icing off to the side because we'll just stick that on since it's not wanting to work the way that I want it to. Okay, gonna place that back so I can see what I'm doing. Okie dokie. So I'm lining up the bottom of the cupcake with the bottom of the I sugarcoat everything. Okay, now we're gonna squeegee. There we go. And remove the paper backing. Again, you're gonna give me problems, aren't you? So you see how I'm just using my pick. I just changed blades, so that's why it doesn't seem to like me today. So yes, that can happen. Again, make sure you use your pick to lift that paper backing off. Okay. Squeegee. And kind of once you get it started, now on the cursive words, it's a little bit easier to get it started, but the single letters, you kind of got to go and do each individual one. But if you roll tight, you see how I'm kind of holding that tight? It helps keep things laid down. But this is kind of one of those things that takes the patience of a saint, let me tell you. Whenever it wants to act up like this. Okay. Need to grab my scissors, kind of. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it mostly laid back down. Again, this is kind of one of those things where patience is a virtue that I typically don't possess. And then you see where that paper's left on that E. Let's go ahead and remove that. Okay. And let's go and fix. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay, so now we have the bottom of our design. I'm gonna take my denatured alcohol, spray my paper towels because I wanna make sure that this is nice and clean. And I'm gonna try to do this where you can see it. Hey, Cameron, come here a sec.
Yes, sir.
Okay, need you.
Yes.
Okay, from that side, hold the cake, just hold that cake stand. Perfect. Okay, make sure it's nice and clean. There we go. Okay, now where's my squeegee? There's my squeegee. Look how cute that looks. Okay, now we're gonna grab our icing, and since this is permanent where we're wanting it to go, we're gonna start and as I said, this is permanent, so you got to be careful with this portion. Perfect. Okay, and just kind of work down to the other portion. Look how cute that looks. Okay. Oh,
Oops, sorry.
nope, you're okay. I need my pick. Because if you notice, I have a little bit of a bubble. Not really a bubble, but where it didn't lay flat. So I just lifted it with my pick and smoothed it down. Now, last but not least is our little cherry. Again, we don't have to mask over this. This is kind of easy to lay. There we go. Look how cute that looks. Don't you love it? So if you'll give me a minute to change the camera angle, we'll go over how we made this. Okie dokie. Look how absolutely adorable this came out. Now remember, the Deco Film Soft Metallic is our weekly wow sale, and that ends on November the 1st of 2020, which it's 25% off all the Deco Film Soft Metallic, and y'all know I love working with that. But remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos. But I guess that's it, so we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.